Thank you very much for inviting me to join you today, albeit virtually, and for making time to remember my father, the Duke of Edinburgh, in the month that marks his centenary. As we all continue to strive to emerge from the pandemic, it's important to look forward, and I would therefore like to take a few moments to consider my father's vision for the Duke of Edinburgh's International Award, as much as the legacy he created. Over the years, I've come to appreciate the immensely important role of the Chambers of Commerce. I'm guessing that in this post-Brexit world, your value and importance is beginning to dawn on a few more people. In the international context, we probably understand better the need to maintain and strengthen relationships, the value of opportunities to illustrate what links our respective countries, and therefore reasons for doing business together. We're also employers, and as such, are always looking to find the best people to work for us, those with the best skills, aptitude and experience. And in this respect, you might wish to consider looking more closely at the Duke of Edinburgh's Award or DAV Award. Now, some of you may have personal experience of the award, but I wonder how many of you are aware that becoming a young international trader is just one skill offered by the DAV Award. The modular course has been specially created by the Institute of Export and International Trade. It's just one example of how the DAV Award continues to adapt and remain relevant some 65 years since it started. Now, you will know that my father had many and varied interests, especially in business. For instance, his prize for design and the Commonwealth Study Conference, always encouraging. But it's his championing of young people that shines through. His Duke of Edinburgh's Award that encapsulated his vision for inspiring and empowering both young people and adults in the non-formal and education learning space, and recognising their achievements. It's a formula that has become internationally renowned. The awards framework empowers concerned adults to inspire young people and help them to achieve. It's the same framework that empowers young people to set and achieve their own goals in terms of developing skills, getting physically active, giving service and experiencing adventure. It inspires them to choose their own activities and to take increasing responsibility. It is also what transforms so many young lives, especially those young people who may be marginalised from society or who are so often at risk. And since the award allows young people's achievements to be consistently recognised worldwide, it gives them a unique international accreditation of their experiences. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why so many of the largest employers actively look for the DAV Award on someone's CV. Of course, academic qualifications are important, but they don't always develop or deliver the sorts of young people we want to employ. You also can't have much of a discussion about someone's academic qualifications, but getting them to talk about their DAV Award will tell you far more about their character, passions and motivations. Now, we've all been affected by the pandemic, and it has caused us all to stop and think about our own lives, but more importantly, to appreciate better the communities in which we live. For many young people, the effect has been disproportionate. Indeed, the true impact on their academic careers is unknown, and the repercussions may last for years. Yet the skills and experiences gained through non-formal education learning has remained constant. Now, they may be referred to as soft skills, resilience, adaptability, problem-solving, communication, leadership. But these are exactly the skills which I'm sure you'll agree are not only essential in tackling the current challenges, but also vital in the workplace of today and tomorrow. Yet, if these skills are so important, how can we as employers try to make sure more young people have the same opportunities, particularly in those countries that have large youth populations? So we've created a Charter for Empowerment, a relatively simple means of garnering social, political and business support for non-formal education learning. For if we can create the right ecosystem in more countries, whereby politicians, community and business leaders encourage the providers of the non-formal education, and in doing so assure parents and teachers that it's not just beneficial, but positively advantageous for young people to engage in out-of-classroom learning, then we will see far more young people gaining those vital skills. More will use and take part in the DAV Award because it is the best way of accrediting such activities. And between us, we will have furthered the Duke of Edinburgh's vision. But much more importantly, we will have the satisfaction of seeing countless young people from every walk of life and circumstance discover their infinite potential. And in doing so, they will transform their lives, improve their communities, and become the sorts of employees that you and I are always looking for. In short, they'll be world ready. I wish you all the best for your deliberations during your conference, and I also trust that economic and social recovery continues at pace, and I very much hope that many of you will be able to work with us to help in that recovery.